Oh man, this is big. Could this FH91 really be my new favorite Ganzo? Maybe. You gotta stick around to find out. Hey, how you doing? If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. My name is Jay. Go ahead and consider clicking on that subscribe if you're looking for knife reviews that get right to the point. Right about now, you should be looking at some specs, and they are all measurements I did take myself. So you can either pause, and read them here, or I'll be sure to include them down below in the description, just in case you want to follow along throughout this video. Let's go ahead and quickly take care of the size comparisons, just so you can get a really good idea of what we're working with today. So I have it next to, we're going to start out with the Rat 1 and 2. And then of course we got it next to some Griptilians. We got the big boy grip and the baby. And then we'll finish up this section with the Spydercos, with the PM2, Para 3. And wait till you see this. Let's get started with what I think is the most impressive feature of this knife, and that being the action. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with that action? That is friggin' amazing. In fact, this has the best action out of any Ganzo I've ever handled, like right out of the box. Using the flipper tab, I can pretty much fail the deployment just about any time that I want, but the detent, it is strong enough where you see I'm going to hold it upside down. Not able to shake the blade loose, so that is a good detent. Once the blade is open, I just want to go ahead and try and show you. Can you see that? Yeah, it's about, it's the nested liner is locking up right around, let's call it about 25%. And then I want to check the centering, which I'm sure, as usual, oh yeah, dead friggin' on. Now I just really want to try and show off how good of a job that Ganzo did with that edge termination point right there at the sharpening choil. I mean, that's darn near perfect. So of course what that means though is we still have no forward finger choil, which is a feature I really do like to see in my folders. But notice, there's still plenty of room where I think I'm just going to go ahead and put in a choil myself. Now I know it doesn't look like it because of this, like the top swedge on this blade, but the stock thickness, it's pretty decent at about 3.5 millimeters, which is just a little bit more, it's a little bit thicker than the FH41 here. Hopefully from this angle you can see what I was referring to when I was talking about the width, the blade profile width. So the 41 down here, and I measured from the spine to the sharpened edge, and you can see the 91 is just slightly wider, which I like. We do get just this is the standard like Ganzo Firebird deep carry pocket clip, but with one huge addition. Yes, they did make it movable for lefties. Lefty love. Thank you so much, because that was something that was noticeably always missing from the FH41. And I don't really care either way about this, like that metal plate that's there that's covering the unused like attachment point for the clip. I mean, even if you go ahead and just take it off, maybe that might slightly reduce the weight, but it's also nice to see because it'll help keep, just some crud and stuff that likes to collect in that area. Even though I don't really, I'm not a lanyard guy, but I appreciate, check out this attention to detail here. What they did with the lanyard hole was they cut out that little area on both sides. So then what that'll do is, for those of you that use lanyards, it'll just hold it in place. The G10 scales, they do have, if you can stare down the sights, yeah, just a little bit of like some contouring going on, which, yeah, it does make the handle pretty darn comfortable, but it also, you know, it makes it a little bit thicker at 0.56, which, you know, if you have big hands, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna feel really good. So far, the colors that I have seen for the 91 are just going to be, of course, well, the black G10, and then the green and the blue-gray. Haven't seen like that carbon fiber G10 deal that they sometimes do. If any of you have seen that, go ahead and sound off down in the comments. But so far, I've only seen the 3 colors. Now, if you're someone that really does care about the jimping, then you should know that Ganzo did go ahead and they did change it a little bit. Can you see it? How it's like wider. It has a wider like spacing, especially when you look at it right next to the. Oh yeah, you can see it right next to the FH91, which unfortunately, because it is a little bit, you know, wider space, it also reduced the effectiveness, and you just don't have as much traction. Before I go ahead and toss this up on the scale, I just want to try and show you, hopefully you can see that, yep, right there, you can see that they did go ahead and skeletonize just the one liner in an effort to keep that weight down, but still, I don't think that was enough. No, because we're looking, I mean, not that 4.2 ounces is like anything super heavy, but for the size of this knife, I think it's approaching you know, almost too heavy for this knife, and that's going to be about, let's see, oh wow, 1 2 3 4 5 AA batteries, or I think that's almost the same weight. Yes, and it is, as the FB760. Why don't we go ahead and see how well that this 3.5 millimeter thick blade, let's see how well it cuts. Whoa, no way. Okay. Yeah, I'm sold. I haven't been able to locate this on Amazon, so unfortunately there is no link for me to include down in the description, since I had to go ahead and get this from eBay. Okay, so is this 91 really my new favorite Ganzo knife? Yeah, it is. And I'm going to tell you why, because there's a couple things that really pushed it to the top for me. I mean, the first one, of course, being that action. That's friggin' nuts. And the 2-position pocket clip, which is really important for lefties, especially when you have a knife with a flipper tab, because, you know, if anything bumps that could go ahead and just open up in your pocket. But since we can move the clip to the other side, that's not gonna happen. And I really like, because you know I love like wide blade profile. I mean, the wider the better. And they went ahead and increased the width here to about 1.05 inches. Now, a question that I kind of like to challenge myself with is, you know, if I lost this knife, do I like it enough to replace it? I can confidently say that yes, I totally would. If I didn't have it anymore, I would go out and buy a new one. I like it that much. All right, so that's it. If you enjoyed this video and you got, like, I mean, any value from it, would you do me a favor and just let me know by leaving one of those? And don't forget to click on subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next video. You guys take care. See you later. Okay, so yes, I want to give this knife away. August 4th, which is this coming Tuesday, someone will be going home with a brand new FH91. Subscribers only, please, because this is for, you know, those who, you watch these videos from beginning to end, you listen to me ramble on about stuff. I love rewarding you. That's why I do this for my subscribers. So of course, though, there's gonna be a code word, because you guys are amazing. I just got to tell you that. The code word for this, since I consider the 91 to be like a beefier version of the 41, code word is beef. That has to appear in the comment section for you to be entered in this giveaway. Sound good? Okay, good luck.